So, this is, I don't know if this is its official name, but my brother always called it the Cave of Sue. And here we see Sue! If you stand within like one block of them, they kind of dive down like that, and they're kind of irritating. One of these things doesn't have a mushroom in it. Okay. But yeah, you can just, they're like you can trigger them by standing next to them and kind of cause them to come down, so they'll never really actually get you. In much the same way you can do with pack-on flowers, of like if you are standing next to a pipe with a pack-on flower and it won't come out of it, which is pretty cool. And it can be used to kind of trick them. Now, yes, a Kumo, which I think just means spider or something like that in Japanese. Oh, well, I missed that. Shit, this is going to be annoying to make. Right, I'm just going to try and run this. Leroy! Oh, fuck. That didn't go well for me at all. Why did I think that was going to go well for me? This is going to be a long episode, actually, because we're on 20 minutes now. So, oh, shit. Oh, no, this isn't where the Kumo goes. Oh, it spawned me, actually, at exactly the bit I was just at. Oh, I hate that little bit with the stupid spike that comes down. Oh, no. I kind of thought for a moment Nokomon's blasts would hurt that. But, of course, they didn't, because that wouldn't make any sense, because enemies are all on the same team. Oh, God, this Nokomon's going to be... Oh, there's a fucking Kumo as well. Let's hope it falls down the pit. Ah, you little shite. Right, let's bounce off the Nokomon and up here. And, oh, Geras! It's fucking throwing everything at us here. Sue! Oh, God. Right, something special definitely happens somewhere here. Or, apparently I've just completely made that up, that something happens at one of those sections. Another Kumo comes down here. Yep. It is amazing with a 2D Mario game, kind of how quickly you do just, like, memorize it. Because, like, in no way is this game about memorizing what enemies appear... Oh, that background's tripping my eyes out. This game is not about memorizing what appears where, but it does just happen very passively, especially when you play it so much as a kid. It just kind of gets oddly cemented in your head, just what happens where. This was usually as far as I got as a kid in kind of runs, basically. On a standard run, I could probably get to the first level of the Eastern Kingdom, sometimes this level, but kind of getting beyond this was a rare occurrence. Hence, kind of the next world we're on is the one I think of as like the bonus world, even though it's not, it's just the fourth world, but I so rarely got out there. But I'm hoping I've got 16 lives, I should be able to complete the whole thing, as long as I don't have any kind of fuck-ups. But this kind of follows the standard Mario thing of like, if you... Oh, fuck. If you start losing lives, you tend to start losing them very quickly. You kind of lose your confidence, so one bit will like take 12 lives from you or something like that, because you'll just keep fucking it over and over again. Anyway, onto the final level of the Eastern Kingdom. Oh, and I should point out that's Eastern spelled Easton, not as in the kingdom that's in the east. And this level's really cool, because like it has these blocks that... I always used to think they look kind of like that, kind of... They're not, because it's a completely black and white game, but they look like they were kind of like yellow and black, like that kind of like warning stripe texture. So I kind of imagine this being some kind of like crazy construction site. Complete bollocks, of course, but most of what children imagine is complete bollocks, and that doesn't make it any less interesting to the child. Anyway, let's actually try and make that jump this time, and then down here. Now, I believe something attacks me here. Yep, it's a Ganshin. That's not a helpful Ganshin. That's one that's literally just there to menace me. Now, this one with the pack-on flower in, if you're clever, has amazing. But you've got to... Oh, nope. Yeah, you've got to time it well to get up there when the pack-on flower's down. Now... Oh, fuck. I don't want to get up at the top there. I don't want to be stuck down here with these Kumos. Die, sir! There we go. I think that basically one of those blocks on the top has a mushroom in, which would be kind of useful, but the main cause of death on this level, as you can see, is not enemies hitting you. It's you boob up while platforming. But... I have the combination of I'm alright at platforming game. Oh, I hate this structure of maze, because I was... Like, you get so few coins out of it, and you Yep, that's the thing. Like, you are more likely to die than get, like, 18 coins there, however many that is. But at least it spawns us just outside. Fuck my life. That's what I was saying about kind of you die once, you lose confidence, and you just keep fucking up at the same bit repeatedly. Oh god, not this bit. This used to give me absolute... Well, I was going to say it used to give me nightmares as a child. I think it's going to give me nightmares now. Not actual nightmares, but just it was the bit that gave me the most grief in the game. Because you kind of got to time it with these lifts for when they're in the right part. Because now you got to wait for that one to come down and drop down. The timing's kind of pernickety and it's something you just get a feeling for. Anyway, we are actually now approaching... Oh, fuck, I thought I died there. Oh, there's another Taco. Wallop! We are approaching the boss of the Eastern Kingdom. Now, there's health in here, like a mushroom, and one of these, but you have to kind of run the gauntlet with the Ganshin. Oh, fuck, I thought it had got me there. And still not on the boss. Okay, there's a Batadon coming down. God, why do I remember all these names? Here we go. Here's Hyohyoios. He's called something like that. Now, he's very difficult to fight without a Super Ball or anything like that. Fuck. I was attempting to just kind of use the brief invincibility you get from being hit to just, like, tank it and run through him, but... didn't work particularly well. What you essentially have to do there, if you haven't got Super Balls, which I haven't got, you basically need to use the Ganshins he's throwing to jump over him, which is quite cool. but also quite difficult to do. But like, there's no time limit on the boss. There we go. That's how you do it. That one is much more designed for you to dodge him rather than actually have to fight him. He still dies if you just jump over him. You just don't get any points for it. And we get the thing we usually do after a boss fight. Ta-da! Thank you, Mario. Oh, Daisy. And this time she turns into a Kumo. I just do like that little reference of some hopping thing every time. Also, my old cartridge of this died, and on its way out it used to make spelling errors all the time, like O-C. It didn't render the A properly and just kind of made it a mess in the middle of that. We had a lot of those came up. Now, this has some of my favourite music in this game. I think all the music, there's so little music in this game, but all of it's good. But this is the Chai Kingdom. Prize us for guessing which particular kind of part of the world this is based on. This music is so damn catchy, but there's some freakish shit in this world as well. And here we go. Here are Pion Peas. Pion Peas are immortal. Jump on them, and they will just squish after a short while. They'll come back to life again. Same happens if you Super Ball them or anything like that. Oh, no shit, you can kill them with Super... Man, this changes everything. I always thought they were invincible. I was just always terrible as a kid that's holding onto a Super Ball this far through the level. Well, like, through the game. Fuck. Pion Peas are mortal. That is, like, philosophically an interesting point for me, because, like, I guess kind of young Doctor saw Pion Peas as a kind of a metaphor for the absolute unavoidable nature of death. There are things that cannot be killed, and eventually they will catch up with you. That metaphor is now ruined by the fact that Pion Peas bleed too. Oh no, this one's not bleeding. Oh well, it's nice to know that it is possible. That one's stuck down there though. They move with that odd jumping method of moving that means you can actually... Oh fuck, I've lost my Super Balls. Well, Pion Peas are back to being mortal now. But this first level of the Chai Kingdom is actually relatively straightforward. It's the second level where shit gets real, because I think we're nearly at the end of this one now. There's a maze that we've missed, because there's a really cool maze open early in this Chai Kingdom, but it's not here. What time are we on? 20... Yes, okay. This probably be one, like, just over 30-minute episode. That makes more sense than splitting this one game into, like, 2 15-minute episodes. This is not a... Oh, shit, that's a millionaire. This is not a multi-episode kind of game. I'm just putting it in because you'll notice none of my other solo stuff has gone up this week, because Super Mario Sunshine has just finished and the next one has not started yet, so I just need to... Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, fuck me! Jeez. Oh, everything came at me there. I was in a tiny box made of Pac-Man flowers, Chibabo... everyone's dead now, though. I actually did skip forward a bit there. That was awesome. That's going to fall on me, isn't it? Yep, called it! You can see because it was completely different texture to all the surrounding blocks. Good one, game. Now, I think we're getting towards the end here. Don't jump here, you gotta kind of wait for these things to... They will eventually sync up, because this one actually completes its cycle faster than the other one, so eventually they're in the right position. Oh, teeth, 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 and we're off. Okay, good, and now you get monged here. Oh, no, you don't get... No, bollocks! I seem to remember being attacked by, like, 4 bollocks. I think I respawned there, though. Damn. Well, I'm only a tiny bit back. There's a bit coming up soon, I'm fairly sure, where you get swarmed by about, like, 5 Pion Peas simultaneously, and it's horrifying when you are convinced that they are immortal, though we've learned... Oh, that was stupid, I just jumped to the wrong bit. Oh, and I'm back here again, I can see how this is gonna go. And let's try and make this... Oh, fucking... fucking, that's all I can say. Fucking. Good one. Yeah, I was trying to... Oh, no, oh, no! Woo! Woo! Oh, dear me, that was horrifying. I shouldn't be fucking this up, I really shouldn't. And this is what I mean when I say you'll kind of, the moment you lose one life, you'll start like, I didn't die for the whole bloody Eastern Kingdom, and now I'm fucking up left, right, and centre. But hopefully those Pion Peas will be trapped down there now. And we should be okay, and I'm just gonna not be stupid here, and I should be fine. Obviously, I don't think I ever mentioned, but you can run with B, which kind of increases your jumping capacity massively. Oh, let's duck under them gears. Oh, this Knockabon's gonna be alright. Oh, so there we go, we're okay. Now, is there a Oh! I told you it was coming! I told you there was a bit where you get swarmed by 3 Pion Peas, and it's horrifying. I believe there's Super Balls in here? Nope, okay. Game's not that generous this Oh, good lord, there's a bloody armada of Gira. But that's the end of the level, fortunately. And this one's actually really easy to get up to. You just have to hold B and you run across all those gaps. When I was younger, I always used to jump one by one over them and found it really difficult, unsurprisingly. But this means we get a little bonus thing as we go into probably the hardest level in the game next. This was always the... To Childish Doctor, that's not stupid. This was always the sticking point. I would be lucky if I could get much beyond this. So, of course, the bottom of this level is death. That should go without saying. Do Super Balls work on Knockabons? They do. Excellent. I think they work on everything. they say you have to position yourself weirdly because they always kind of they bounce down from you and go up at an angle. So, oh, here we go. Here are pon-pon flowers. They kind of fire up shots into the air, which then kind of like burst out in like a four-way pattern, and they can be extremely annoying, but like everything else, one super ball to the mouth. But yeah, you can only have one super ball on screen at any one time, so if you fire it in like the wrong direction, it keeps bouncing around for ages. You are defenseless. Oh, there we go. That is, I honestly can't remember what that's called. It basically acts exactly the same way as a Geo from World 1, so, what were they called? Were they Nyalins or something like that? Oh, why did I do that? I just positioned myself perfectly. I'm safe here knowing that Knockabon's not going to come back. If once an enemy has been off-screened, it cannot return to the screen, which is nice. We haven't had any... I know there's at least one maze that I've missed last level, but I actually can't remember if they're... Fuck. It keeps doing that. The horrible Pakun Flower, Knockabon... No, Chibibo and Gira Death Trap. The Box of Death. Oh, God. We're not even onto the hard part of this level yet. 8 lives, I should be fine, because the final level's pretty straightforward. As long as I can get that far, that's really kind of the challenge. Oh, this Chibibo even's gonna be a bit of an arsehole. Chibibos coming back. They weren't. I haven't seen them for like 2 worlds. Ah, now we're actually gonna see what a Pakun Flower. That's not a Pakun Flower. Ah, these little kind of that's a pon-pon flower. These spiraling things actually are pretty much the only enemy in this that actually feels like a normal Mario one. And it makes sense that they come right at the kind of end of the game. But there's, I believe, something cool in this. Yeah, I thought it was an Invincible Star. Didn't see one of them for the entire Eastern Kingdom, did we? Because, yeah, I remember this one, because they give you an Invincible Star here at the most fucking useless time ever, when you see, like, 3 enemies. I suppose it's useful for these, but mostly you're just standing on lifts, waiting to go somewhere while your invincibility's wasting through all the time. Anyway, are we... I have a feeling... I think of this as being the hard part of the level, but apparently I'm doing alright on it. Maybe I'm just better at this game than I thought. It's just... Oh, that was stupid. It's very easy to compare my kind of skill at this game with myself as a child who had essentially 0 skill in, but he worked on it, bless him. He was... Really? Am I that stupid? Good lord. I just ran straight into a bloody Pakun Flower. Right, let's stop running at this point. I was a bit too... I wanted to get to that lift before it went back up. Is this the end now up here? Let's find out. Oh god, there's a tooth. Yeah, this is the end. Excellent. Holding right, and this can be difficult. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and oh my god, I'm good at this game. Surprisingly so. 2 lives, I guess, are good. Actually, I was going to say the Super Bowl would be nice to have, but it wouldn't, because this thing handles exactly the same as the chickens. They're actually just called chickens. They're the only one that has like a normal name, well, like a non-Japanese name. But yeah, this handles exactly the same as the submarine in the Muda Kingdom does. You can only have 3 shots on screen at any one time, and so yeah, the Super Bowl would have been completely useless. Oh, they're these ones that fucking dive bomb you, the Chikakos. Why do I remember these? And what happened to my voice there? Good lord, I have too much time to think on this game. That's one of the things, this game is an interesting one to LP, because it's not the kind of game I would normally LP, and there's not really kind of much to go off. There's not much mechanically or plot-wise, so I'm just having to kind of, like, say what comes into my head, and if you're a long-time viewer, you'll know that's a bad idea. I shouldn't be allowed to just talk. I do! Fuck. But I shouldn't be allowed to. Man, we're on 9 lives. We kind of went back up again briefly. Am I already back at the beginning? No, I'm not. Oh, those are annoying things. Oh, Jehoja! Oh, dear. I'm going to edit that out. You'll not know what I was referring to. I did a really, really bad burp. Oh! Ugh, these chickens are annoying because they look like they're just going to come straight at you, so you dodge out the way of them. But then they curve at the last moment, like, oh, fuck, an Invincible Star! Oh, really shouldn't have dived for the Invincible Star because I dived straight into a chicken. Oh, I'm going to piss all my lives away. Yeah, they come at you, and then they kind of, if you dodge, they kind of dodge with you, and it's really annoying. Then these fucking things shoot gears backwards. There we go. Oh, that gives me at least a bit of a respite. There must be a mushroom in one of these blocks. Because obviously I'm spawning back in as just normal Mario, and I really need some kind of buffer. Ah, mushroom, thank you. Ah, we're into phase 2 of the level where you get this kind of maze section slightly. This level's also really interesting because it's the only level to have a sub-boss. You have a boss of the level before going on to fight the final boss, Tatanga, because this is the final level. This game, nice and simple, back in the day. And that's one of the things I like about it. I can just, like, as you can see, a playthrough of this takes, like, what, half an hour, if that. So occasionally this is a game I just come back to, play through, put it away again, come back to it again, and it's just, every time I play through it, it's just always a bit entertaining. But there's not much going on here. This is quite easy to get through as long as you're not completely stupid, but I think we're about to get to kind of the first, but I don't know why they have spikes up there, you could literally never get it. Oh, no, they've got these circling things. Awesome. I don't actually remember this part of the level at all. There we go. Apparently I knew there was a mushroom in there, so apparently I knew something about this part of the level. Oh! Rocket fists, or pipe fists, that's what they're called, not rocket fists. Ah, so now we fight Biokinton. This is a clown that shoots chickens. No, me neither, but by this point you really shouldn't really be questioning this game because, let's face it, if your issue with this game so far kind of conceptually is, there's a cloud firing chickens, you clearly haven't been paying attention for the last 30 minutes. But yeah, Biokinton can take a fair bit of a beat. Oh shit, I'm down to small, and now Tatanga is appearing. I always call him Tangata, but I'm wrong, it is Tatanga. And yeah, he's an alien. He's also referenced in some later Mario games, specifically Super Mario Land 2. He's kind of a boss in that, but it's hard to tell when you're hitting him, because it makes it kind of like... It does make a sound, but it's always at the same time as his shots exploding. But dodging through his shots is relatively straightforward. Essentially, don't try and hit Tatanga, just move through his shots, and some of your shots will be on target, some won't. And you just gotta hope that enough will get through. But dodging his shots is pretty easy, so as long as you just focus on that, should be fine. A trick is to kind of, so he fires a big shot, which then kind of splits into three. Watch where there we go, we got him! Watch where the big shot is, and then just kind of move slightly up or down from that, and the split shot will naturally go around you. But yeah, that's the game. It struck me then when I was just kind of playing through that. Oh! Daisy! Thank you, Mario! Kissy kissy. She doesn't even look ginger in this, but then again, you can't really show. Your quest is over! She became ginger in later ones, but you can't really tell in this because it's entirely black and white. But yeah, they forgot about Daisy for a very long time, and then, oh! Yeah, did I not mention, Mario has a rocket now, apparently. But yeah, they forgot about Daisy for ages, and then they brought her back from Mario Party 4. No one's quite sure why. And now she's still not had her own game for ever. She's not featured in one at all, which I think would be nice if she did. Like, in the next if they did another 3D Mario one, have, like, Saving Daisy instead of Peach, just to kind of stop using the kind of repeated one, come up with a kind of different one. But this is the only time we actually hear the Mario Bros theme, kind of da 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 da. It kind of almost sounds like it's the closest this thing gets to really being a Mario game. I don't know the history of this game. I kind of wonder if it was ever supposed to be something else, and then they kind of decided that that it wasn't, and then they kind of Mario'd it at the last moment. But I don't know. But it's a fun little game. It's short, and that only struck me just going through it now because I paid like full price. Well, like my mom bought it, but like. This was a full price game, like this was like 25 quid. That was like $40 to my American viewers. And like, you're essentially paying like, well that comes out of about $1 a minute of gameplay there, because that's been like just under 40 minutes. That's really weird. I might split this into 2 episodes, and actually we'll see. Yeah, like, that's not a lot of gameplay for it, for the amount of time, so... I would feel bad if I bought that nowadays, but also this kind of game just doesn't really exist anymore. I guess games were kind of like, especially platform games, were shorter. That was just what you did back in the game. Back in the day. But it's kind of, this is a very much forgotten game, and that's partly deliberate, I think, when people just kind of were just, no, let's not talk about Super Mario Land. It was a weird one where everything had Japanese names and nothing quite made sense. But anyway, yeah, I will split that into 2 episodes in the end. So yeah, that was Let's Play Super Mario Land with me, the Doctor. A little bit of filler material for this week, and next week we'll be starting with Metroid Prime. So hopefully you'll join me for that. Thank you very much for watching this, and hope it's, if you were like me and played this with a child, if you were like this and fuck my life, if you were like me and played this as a child, hopefully this brought back some happy memories. If not, I hope it confused the living shit out of you, because that's the only really appropriate response to this game. Thank you very much, and good day.